Starting the second half, moments ago, Matt Steinman's cut up with Keith Smart.
Coach, it's a pretty even game other than the threes. They hit 7. You guys only hit 1. What's the issue there? You guys are usually the team hitting the threes.
Well, sometimes you can have dead legs after a game of back-to-back, and sometimes your legs are not there. So we have to take advantage of not relying so much on a three-point shot and really focus on trying to get to the foul line this half.
Thank you, Coach.
Getting to the foul line, the Warriors have outshot Boston, but it's also getting shots up, staying away from turnovers. Weber and Beatrice, a little high-low, and that's got to make Don Nelson happy. As Weber hits that elbow jumper.
And that's the dimension the Warriors did not have with any other player when Weber plays that high post.
Ray Allen, nice finish over Beatrice.
Beatrice didn't want to foul, but he's got to do a better job of making him change that shot. Easier said than done.
Ray Allen's got 15 to lead Boston, and Paul Pierce, beautiful defense there.
I've never seen Paul Pierce play this much defense before. That's a good no call. And unfortunately for the Warriors, it goes to a 3. But that was a very mild collision from Paul Pierce into Ellis.
Ray Allen's got 18. Pierce has 11. And this is now Boston's biggest lead.
Don't you think Pierce is playing more defense now? He's energized by Kevin Garnett and the influence there.
I think that everybody on Boston is playing a complete game. And our Mercedes-Benz game summary, the three-point shooting and the points off turnover, simply the difference in the game.
Well, 11 points off those turnovers, and then you've given up with those 8 three-pointers made. That's just a lot to overcome, and they need, like you said, someone has to emerge as a secondary scorer and a third one.
Petrus just hasn't been able to do it. Azubuike's 0 for 1, Barnes is 0 for 1. Petrus is 2 for 4, but has had wide open looks.
Barron just riding Ray Allen.
Dropping it back. Unfortunately, it went to Rondo and Garnett. Dropping it.
Everything's going for him now because that pass was meant for Garnett, intended, and the Warriors were a little lazy in reading that and getting to it because it was there in the open.
There's a lot of similarities to this game and last night in that it's a 14-3 run now, ending the first half, beginning the second half. Beatrice off the feed from Weber. The high-low working again, and I like that they established Beatrice again. He had 10 in the first quarter. They got to go back to that.
Weber made his first shot of the second half, so they come out at him, and he just goes around Garnett, just a little one, and a beautiful bounce pass inside off the dribble. So you beat your one man, you bring another defender, Beatrice moves to the right place, you got a 3-point play, it's a 9-point game.
And it can't always be Barron or Monte trying to create. In the absence of Steven Jackson, if you can run things through Weber, so much the better.
Good point.
Now Garnett. A little shake.
That's good defense by Chris.
Forced him into a very difficult shot.
They're stopping the fast break to Monte. They're defending him in the backcourt, not letting an outlet pass come to him right now. They made some adjustments.
Barron going to work on Rondo, the fadeaway jumper. Good. They like that matchup because of the strength of Baron Davis. He has a dozen now.
Well, it looks like the Warriors have no quitting tonight.
To get this large crowd involved. Ray Allen is just having a night. Allen's got 20 on 7 of 11 shooting.
You don't want to relax on the weak side with him because they rotate the ball, skip pass, and all of a sudden he launches it. So Monte was on him tightly, and he got beat on the back door.
And Allen's got 7 points in the first 3 minutes of the third. Petrus, a wild shot there.
Weber gets a steal.
Monte. Barron for 3, and finally a triple goes down. And for those of you watching on standard definition, now available on 2 channels in high def on DirecTV, 654-1 and 751-1. So high def on DirecTV is back and working. Petrus stayed down nicely and by the pump fakes, and Barron bouncing Rondo, and he'll pick up the foul.
This last play by Ray Allen on this side. Monte's hugging him, and there's a back screen. He didn't see it, and just a little bump there knocked him off.
How do you play that play?
The man setting the screen, the defender there has to help out. So if it's Beatrice's man setting the screen, he's got to bump Ray Allen and pick him up. Or if it's Weber, same thing.
Rondo setting up Kendrick Perkins nicely.
I tried to make that point last night because that's what they do with Darren Williams at the elbow. And if he comes off that little two-man game, turning that corner, he's got to get a bump, and Weber's going to go to the line.
Well, someone very smart said in the first half there's no substitute for experience.
Yep.
And Weber said, oh, look at Perkins coming out at me. He wanted to block this shot. I think I'll shoot a couple free throws.
And what if Perkins had just fake going up in the air? Do you think Weber would have ever made that shot?
No.
No.
This wasn't even, this was just, I'm going to get fouled here. Weber's free throwing has been a bit of a problem so far. Under 40% since he's come back. This has been an up and down free thrower for much of his career, but been usually better than 70%.
Last night, 14 of 21 the Warriors were from the line.
Well, tonight is the largest crowd in franchise history.
Amazing.
And the largest crowd ever to watch a basketball game in the state of California. 20,711 standing room only. Rondo will pick up the foul.
He ran Baron Davis into a screen, a back screen at the top.
Weber will pick up his fourth foul. Now, another issue here, though, is was Rondo shooting?
Yeah, they say he was.
He's trying to drop that to Kendrick Perkins. Rajon Rondo, 21st pick, drafted by Phoenix out of Kentucky. Played at Oak Hill Academy, as did Steven Jackson. And draft rights traded to the Boston Celtics. Played 78 games a year ago. Averaged 6 points a game. Splitting the free throws.
Pressure in the backcourt. They're trying to deny any kind of Warriors fast break and tempo.
There, a very tough step back three. And Garnett tipping it to Pierce. And Pierce getting knocked away by Weber. Right into the hands of Ray Allen, and a nifty finish.
A lot of contact in this game.
It's getting very chippy because the Warriors feel Boston and their reputation are getting away with a little more physicality, and they're getting frustrated.
Well, they played Ellis physically. When he drives, he's meeting a wall.
Barron and Ray Allen are going at it. And Barron is called for the travel. You can just sense Ray Allen and Baron Davis, it's picking up on a personal level. And Boston led by 12, and it's at 10 right now.
5 turnovers for Barron tonight. He had 3 early on.
Garnett a good look. Backed on in. There was going to be a timeout.
Look at them all waiting for Monte. He's relegated to that jump shot. He knew he had no driving possibility there.
And they're pushing Monte out to almost 20 feet on that jumper. It's not the smaller mid-range. And Pietrus gave ground on Pierce, who was just looking for the foul.
The officials are on that tonight. Pietrus has got to take Garnett on that play and try to make something out of it.
They're really working Barron hard, and he puts it up and in and draws the foul. That's the finish of the night.
That's your continuation.
That is a lot of work for Baron Davis.
A little hesitation, the spin move up and under, and a quick release before Garnett could block. That's great recognition. Seeing it just at the last minute, Garnett thought he had a block shot.
How many point guards can go through 3 defenders, draw the foul, and finish?
You consider Monte a point guard or an off guard?
I'm calling him an off guard. Just to buttress my point here.
Yeah, right. Not many. Steve Nash does a great job, though, in Phoenix. Garnett got away with a little bit of a walk. No,
he did not get away with it. Leon Wood on top of it.
That's a good call. I thought it was a good call on Barron down there, too, and quite frankly, when he got the running start.